Don't talk back, let you wanna talk dirty. Don't talk back, let you wanna talk dirty. Don't talk back, let you wanna talk dirty. All I see is money, bitch. All I see is bags. All I see is money, bitch. All I see is bags. All I see is money, bitch. All I see is bags. All I see is money, bitch. All I see is bags. I like bags. I like stacks. I like money on time. I like bags. I like stacks. I like money on time. I like bags. I like stacks. I like money on time. I like bags. I like stacks. I like money on time. I like bags. I like stacks. I like money on time. I like bags. I like stacks. I like money on time. I like bags. I like stacks. I like money on time. I like bags. I like stacks. I like money on time.
Why don't you go see your boyfriend?
Yeah, he's got a nice room. You won't have it long. He'll have to call for 7 a.m.
Bad girls make them say wow. 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 I like it, like it. I like it, like it, like it, like that. Bad girls make them say wow. Bad girls make them say wow, wow. Bad girls, bad girls make them say wow. Bad girls make them say wow, 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 wow. Bad girls, bad girls make them say wow. Bad girls make them say what? Bad girls make them say wow. Bad girls make them say yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't need a boyfriend. Nah, stop looking. I don't need a boyfriend. Nah, stop looking. Bad girls. Bad girls. Bad girls.
The Queens of the Northern 10 Conference look to secure the league crown for a third straight season and keep their undefeated mark intact as the 17-0 Warriors of Mohawk take the floor across from conference rival Upper Sandusky for a high school volleyball showdown that you can only find right here on the OH Report. Coming at you live and free from the mountaintop. Next.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to be entering its second year of media sponsorship for local nonprofits.
We've partnered with Crawford County Now to offer nonprofits a podcast and a radio spot.
First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains.
We welcome you inside the First Federal Community Bank pregame show here from the mountaintop. History could be made tonight with Mohawk getting a victory, and you can watch it all go down right now, live and free, exclusively on the OH Report. My name is Brian Skowronski. I will be joined throughout the night as well by Georgia McFarland. She will have some reports for you on this big-time N10 clash between the Lady Warriors, who you see they are warming up in their pink. And oh, by the way, the competition also wearing pink tonight because we are volleying for the cure. That's right. We are out here combined to try to put an end to breast cancer, raise some awareness. October, of course, nationally is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And both of these teams coming out here to support tonight. Before the away team, a lot on the line for the Mohawk Lady Warriors, coached by the two-time N10 Coach of the Year in Eric Hoover, coming off of a 5-set win over Buckeye Central. And matter of fact, that's the only time that they needed a decisive 5th set all season long. Any win over their next 3 N10 matches will seal an outright championship. And you see just how dominant that they have been since 2022 within the league, 38-1 overall. So this team has been clubbing the competition and obviously are going to be a huge favorite here on the road tonight. And a big reason why is the defending Northern 10 Conference Player of the Year, who's all about her Biz Klopp, the junior middle hitter, likely to be in line to win the N10 Player of the Year award again, because you see those unbelievable numbers, a hitting percentage that'll make your grandma blush, and at 6'1" with great athleticism and leaping ability, she is incredibly tough to stop. Nobody individually that I've seen has been able to step up and slow down number 15. You got to roll over an extra 1 or 2 defenders to try to make sure that she isn't just clobbering you at the net. And even then, very tough to slow her down. That is the task, though, tonight for Upper Sandusky, hoping to make Mohawk wait at least another day to win that Northern 10 championship. They don't have a ton of momentum right now, working on their side. Swept on Tuesday at Seneca East, and you see that they have not beaten the Warriors in nearly 9 years to the date. It has been a long time, 2015 the last time they were able to secure a victory in this rivalry within the N10. So it'll be a big-time performance from them if they're able to get it done and knock off the undefeated behemoths right now in Division 7. And with they're now adding 3 new divisions in volleyball, Mohawk falls in line with the smallest. So they're ranked number 3 right now in the state. And a great opportunity for them to climb the ranks if they can get a victory here tonight and then close out their season with a couple of more. We're going to focus our player spotlight tonight on Madison Hart. Going to have her hands full against Biz Klopp, of course, but she is the top kill artist on the squad. She's got good size in the middle and just a quality attacker for this team. More than 2 kills per set, and also very good on the defensive side of things. There she is, sporting the number 7 tonight in pink. They're going to really need Madison to step up and play well in the middle. I think that's going to be a true key to victory for them, is just the play of that young lady right there. And speaking of keys to victories, let's dive inside mine for the Lady Rams. First, you just got to play mistake-free. I mean, you got to be as close to perfect as humanly possible against a squad like this here tonight, and then build some momentum. Make your runs 3 points or more. If they are able to do that, I certainly like their opportunity to try to keep it close. Still one of the early sets, and if you can do that, it could be a big night for you here at home in terms of inviting Mohawk into Upset City. And for the Lady Warriors, just be high percentage. That's what this team has done all season long. Compared to the national average, their hitting percentage is absurd. They're almost double. So this team, they're way more than just Biz. They got some outside hitters that are pure. They've got a quality setter, but you also got to own the middle. You know, roll over some help to stop Hart. They do it just about as well as anybody in our area, and specifically within the Northern 10 Conference. That's something they've been very special at. They can do both of those things. It may not just be a victory. It could be a clean sweep tonight here on the road for the Mohawk Lady Warriors. There they are getting lined up as we're just about set to set the stage with our national anthem here tonight. And as mentioned, volley for the cure. So everybody in attendance sporting the pink t-shirts. Just a great cause. A lot of our area schools are doing it in the month of October, and I feel like it's one of the amazing things that the OH.REPORT has really helped to develop, raise money. Saw $50 going around. Of course, that's all going to go back to try to help raise money for this cause. So plenty to like about what they're doing here. And then, of course, the volleyball should be an excellent match as well. Very much looking forward to seeing how Upper Sandusky competes tonight against a Mohawk squad that has been a buzzsaw. You saw their team spotlight, just how dominant they've been, not just this season, but the last few. Several of these kids have been around. When you look at the likes of some of their seniors, like a Anna Russell and a Trina Johnson, you know, Allison Russell as well, they've all played a ton of volleyball. And we will as well, after we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Great scene here inside of Upper Sandusky High School tonight. The gym that we have nicknamed the Mountaintop because that's where Rams go, is to the top of the mountains. I'm not sure how they do it. I've actually watched them in action in Colorado with those hooves going just right up the side of like 85-degree steep hills, rocks. I don't know. They're amazing creatures, and that's why we call it the Mountaintop. So if you've got a better nickname for the gym here at Upper Sandusky, would love to hear it. Hit me up in the comment section. We're on YouTube channel 1 tonight and are also on Facebook. And if you shout us out, we shout you out right back.
Brenda was first diagnosed with breast cancer in her mid-40s, receiving a double mastectomy, and was in remission for 8 years. Before in 2017,
Got a special presentation right now
Brenda was an avid
for
member
head
of
coach Kristen Stringfellow.
loving friend, mother, wife, and grandmother.
Her mother battled cancer.
Tonight we remember Brenda as one of our fallen warriors who would surely be standing in the stands.
Lost that battle, so just giving some love to coach, letting them know that strength in numbers, coming together for support.
With that, let's meet the teams. First, our guests, the Volleyball Warriors.
And now we will meet the teams. First with Mohawk, and their jersey numbers a little bit different tonight than typical. Let's go ahead and turn it up, and hopefully you can hear the PA announcer.
6, Jayla Huffman. Number 5, Aubrey Godfrey. Number 20, Allison Russell. Number 7, Kara Peterson. Number 8, Avery Bart. Caitlin Ott. Number 24, Emerson Gurney. The Mohawks are coached by Eric Cooper. And now your Upper Sandusky Lady Ram. Number 1, Addison Newman. Number 2, Bailey Heinzman. Number 3, Arielle O'Flaherty. Number 4, Lauren Dilly. Number 5, Ella Frommel. Number 6, Mackenzie Rowe. Number 7, Madison Hart.
Just using the 2 ones now for pregame. This does like a mix. You notice it blends it together. It's just a little
Number 8,
soft.
Caitlin Bennett. Number 9, Elena Conagy. Number 10, Kennedy Clapp. Number 11, Ava Saull. Number 12, Kennedy Gunther. Number 13, Lauren Parker. And again, the Lady Rams are coached by Kristen Stringfellow. Good luck, both teams.
All right, the stage is set, and we are ready for girls volleyball action here tonight within the Northern 10 Conference. My name is Brian Skowronski. I'm going to be one of your sources of entertainment, along with the quality volleyball that we have coming up here tonight. Mohawk looking to remain undefeated on the season. 17 straight wins for them to start off the campaign so far, including 11-0 in the N10. They can put the title on wax with a victory here tonight. They already own at least a share when you look at Buckeye Central, Cary, and Seneca East, all at 8-3 in the league. So the absolute worst that they could do is split the conference. Certainly some winnable games on their calendar in the N10 coming up here, at least for a team of this calendar, or caliber, I should say. And they have a proclivity for getting off to really good starts. So we'll see if Upper Sandusky is able to weather an early storm here and to keep themselves in it long enough. Try to make some noise. Awaiting the call from the head official. And off the rotation, Allison Russell, the libero, checks in. And they'll get the ball into the hands of Anna Russell. And a great start here for Upper Sandusky. They get the first point and the side out. Nice setup, quality execution. And the Rams, exactly what you would prescribe to them is to just get a little taste early. And then they handled this here against Biz Klopp. Cross-court shot. And it's now 2-0 Lady Rams. In rhythm, the setup, and O'Flaherty smashes it home. Now to the outside, here's Biz. Took a little something off it. and she missed to the outside, so a rare unforced error from the defending N10 Player of the Year. And it is 3-0 Upper Sandusky. A little bit of a communication snafu there. So they've got a free ball in system from the middle, and Hart sends it home. 4-0 Lady Rams. Madison Hart just delivered that a little chin music right by Russell's face. And a chance to add to it here with Madison, left hand tipped. Kept alive. They'll bump it up now from the back line. Opportunity here for Mohawk in system from the middle. Kicked up. Wow, very cool stuff right there. That was Ariel O'Flaherty. Just flicked the heel back. But the point and the first of the match for Mohawk. I want to go back though and replay. Look at this, the little heel kick. Oh, maybe I thought it was. I was seeing things. Trying to give credit where it wasn't due. Blocked by, they've got a lot of ribbon up here in our section where we're at on the mountaintop. Obstructing my view just a little bit. So hands are turning into feet, but that's turning into a point. Another beautiful setup. And then just a smash burger from the outside. Lady Rams, very aggressive here in the early going. Also playing poise within themselves as this one gets tipped off the shot attempt there from Miller. And Mohawk earns themselves a side out. Unforced error right there. Upper Sandusky just could not keep up. Bumped up by Hart, and this will be sent over. Backside in rhythm. Smash down the line. So Mohawk makes it 5-3. See if they get it to Biz. They'll overshoot her, send it into the hands of Trenna Johnson. Now push back over from the middle. Nice patience there. Just to lift it up and over the top of the net. A let there from O'Flaherty. And too firm. So Lady Rams stay out in front. And now they've got it into the hands of Ariel O'Flaherty. And she launches that serve. Fastball right there. Can the Rams rally? They'll knock it off a light. So the point for Klopp. Second time she scored a point here tonight. Biz with a high arcing serve. It's be sent over and too far from Madison Hart. So a costly error here for Upper as it brings the Lady Warriors within one. Near side into the net, and we are all square. Ava Saull that time. Nice diving dig from Frombaugh just to keep it alive. Charging towards the net and not getting it over. I believe that's Jayla Huffman. Everybody's numbers pretty much different tonight than what they wear during the regular season. At least for Mohawk. And an ace. So the Lady Rams and Bailey Heinzman tack one on the board here. Heinzman with her 30th ace of the season. And it pushes the advantage back up to 2. Little push shot over, and it works to perfection. Crafty play right here. It was a miss hit on the reception, and then just a wherewithal to push that over from Caitlin Ogg, the senior setter. Backside, tipped up. Diving play. So it's kept alive here from Kennedy Gunther. But it's Mohawk who evens up the set here at 8 apiece. Ogg with her second serve, and she'll get a third. Too much behind this missile. Little set shot, a lot of heat, but a little too much sauce, as it's the first lead here of the opening set for the Lady Warriors. Upper Sandusky did the most they could there. Try to make some scrambled eggs into a beautiful omelet, but instead it hits off of a restraint and drops down, as we'll get a timeout taken by the Lady Rams and Kristen Stringfellow after seeing their team get off to an impressive start. Still only down by 2, but the momentum flowing right now with the Warriors. And it just always seems like it's a matter of time for this team to start clicking, get their rotation working as a unit. Free ball into the middle, set up, and off the restraint. Side out to Upper Sandusky. Just a miss hit right there. And that'll set up the serve now for Addie Newman. Now in her senior season. Addie, 86% from the service stripe. She won't get another. The bump, the set, and then just putting the lime with the coconut there. Beautiful execution, and put away. Dug up that time by Johnson. And now just a dink over near side. They'll push it out wide, drifting back. Still getting the point, Chloe Miller. As it's the largest cushion Mohawks enjoyed so far here in this opening frame. 12-9 they lead, and a chance for more. Johnson, who's a 91% server, can't come up with any points here. Beautiful two-handed push back into the empty space on the floor. Out wide, off the top of the net. Just barely kept up. A lot of heat there from Miller. She'll try to rifle this one and just sends a bullet right onto the bullseye. Check this out. Flat out laser beam. So the serve right back in the hands of Mohawk and Emerson Gurney. Gurney 95.1% off the service line. And her 27th ace of the season right there. She averages almost half an ace per set. Tough play in the middle with Biz right there, but Upper Sandusky makes the most of it. They'll get the side out. Check this out. The block is there. And they just go right around it. Oh, great scramble right there. Knocked over by Klopp. Now Hart up over the top of the double team. And Mohawk again sprays it into the empty section. This is Chloe Miller with the point. He's had a couple of them so far here in the opening set. Now here comes Avery Barth. Now in her senior campaign. Second on the team with 32 aces so far. Miller again starting to find his own. Nice big arcing swing. And just great size, 5'10". And there is an ace. .33rd of the year now for Barth. As the lead has quickly swelled up to 7 points now. And just making it tough there with Klopp combining with Caitlin Ogg. But an unforced error on the serve gives the ball back over to Upper Sandusky. And they'll need to make a run here in a hurry. Have Mackenzie Rowe starting with it. But it just doesn't last long. Just too many killers in this lineup for Mohawk. And this, the ultimate warrior right here. As she just dices the tomato, sends it spanking off the planks there to push the lead back out to 7. 19-12. Lady Rams need to make a run. Splashed over the top by Johnson, kept up. Now Hart. Back-to-back points now for the Lady Rams. And look at this, like a game of Plinko. Plink, clink, clink, clink. And just never landed in a money hole. So the Rams looking to keep it flowing, and they cannot. One of my keys to victory was, just try to play perfect tonight. Those are the type of situations when you know that you got to claw yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You've stumbled into one. Cannot have those unforced errors, not against an offense like this. Biz forces a diving Bailey Heinzman to lay out to keep it up. And just a little push shot over into the campfire. And they'll roast that up for some s'mores with Caitlin Ogg getting the point. As we'll get a Home and Kitchen Supply timeout taken by Coach Stringfellow. As she sees this one starting to get away from her club. Now trailing by 8. Got a football score showing up there. Like the Lady Rams went for 2 and just couldn't convert. Meanwhile, the Warriors starting to play with a lot of confidence out there. So Upper Sandusky's going to have to draw something up. Dig deep. As it'll begin in the hands of the defending N10 Player of the Year. Klopp as solid as it gets from the service stripe too, almost 96%. Big swing off the top stack. Karam for Saull. Down to the knees to keep it alive goes Barth. Now they'll set it up for Hart, and she'll splash it out to the outside. Rams with a much needed point. There's that extra point. Madison 2 steps going towards the net. And was able to crack that one pretty firm. Now it's Heinzman's turn. Scored 88 points off the serve so far this season. Won't get one here. Mohawk ends the threat pretty quickly from the back line. Jayla Huffman securing that point. But a bad serve here from Og. And the Rams keep their pulse thumping. You'd love to see Addie put up at least 3-4 points in a row here to make yourselves feel like we've got a legitimate shot. Warriors hurt themselves right here. No defense set up. And Gottfried just rushed it a little bit. I think she saw the Rams sinking back, and off that sag, got in between what she wanted to do. No question about the decision there. As we go back and forth. And we got a foot under the net. So it draws the Lady Warriors 1 point closer. They just need 2 to close things out here in this opening set. And now they've got Johnson at the service line. 75 points to her name. Make it 76 with her 17th ace. And it is set point. Lady Rams came out sizzling. Built that early lead. Had a 5-point cushion. It has been erased and then some. As that one goes out of bounds. And Mohawk will take the opening set 25-16. We'll step aside and we'll be right back. Second set action on the way from the mountaintop.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
On me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me.
We welcome you back to the mountaintop in Upper Sandusky, where they are volleying for the cure here tonight. Mohawk, winners of set number 1, 25-16. And I'll welcome in Georgia McFarland, tracking some stats, seeing kind of the flow of the game to break down for you what she saw there through the first set, Georgia. What were some of the big storylines that you saw in that first set?
Yeah, I mean, Mohawk just has a killer offense. Literally, they had 9 kills just in the first set. Upper did do their job, and they limited Biz to only 2 kills that set. But they have a whole offense to watch, not just one person, and I think that's where they fell weak that set.
That one sent just a little bit wide by Chloe Miller. An unforced error gives the Rams the first point, and they did get off to a nice start there in that opening set. Where do you feel like things started maybe turning in favor of Mohawk after, a very scintillating operation to start things off for the Rams?
Yeah, they did start off slow, but then Upper Sandusky started to get a few unforced errors, which really gave Mohawk their momentum, and they ran away with it that set.
All right, thank you, Georgia. We'll welcome her back in to start the third set, and then if we get a fourth and fifth, we'll have her back with us then as well. Another point here for the Warriors. They've got the last couple. Now here comes Barth. Just served up her 33rd ace in that first set. Here she is, out wide. Chloe Miller catches the line. See it again here on our Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation instant replay. Oh. Right off the back of her noggin. They say use your head when you're out there on the floor. It's normally not what they're talking about. Kind of a little stare, too, from Chloe. She's like, what's up, baby? I thought it was cool. So back-to-back points now for the Lady Rams. We're evened up at 3 apiece. That's sent out wide for Biz. Hang time, but she can't put it down. See that she's much more than just a 6'1" athlete. Great leaping ability for Klopp. She's in the middle, paired right now with Trenna Johnson. And just a single block put on right here. And able to turn up the stop sign for Madison Hart. Just says, slow down, little lady. No crossing right here. And again, the block is set up. No attempt really to be made as Mohawk continues to roll. Would have been a tough play no matter what there for Kennedy Gunther. But especially with that size in the middle. And right now, Upper feeling a little bit flat to me. Now trailing by 4. See if she can regain some excitement in her team, that being Kristen Stringfellow. Gonna have to do it at least after this serve. As the good times keep on rolling right now, if you're a Mohawk Warrior fan. And how about this start? 9-3. And Stringfellow needs a home and kitchen supply timeout. There is the defending N10 Coach of the Year, Eric Hoover. Not a lot to say to his girls. I mean, they've pretty much got it locked in right now. Then over on the other side for Upper Sandusky. Really just need to find some enthusiasm, and sometimes that's a lot easier said than done when you're going up against a team that they've only dropped one match in the Northern 10 over the last 3 seasons. They're just clicking on all cylinders right now. They found that free flow, not out here chasing waterfalls. So this is a tough task for the Rams, and getting even more challenging off the service. Ace dropped in. So Allison Russell keeps it rolling. Far and away the leader on the team. That's her 47th ace of the year. And they'll stack another point on top here. 11-3 the advantage for the Warriors. Russell with 240 service points now. Kid's been dynamite behind that back line. Klopp on the roll, forget about it. When you get her moving to her strong hand like that, she just looks right over the top of the net. She goes up off 1 foot and didn't even have that great a placement that time, but still just able to serve it up on a platter. And things really escalating quickly here in set number 2. 48 aces now for Ms. Russell. Do I hear another? Tough spot now if you're Upper Sandusky. Few side conversations going right now for the Lady Rams. No finger pointing though. No one's getting down. Just as I was detailing previously, when you're up against an opponent like this, sometimes you can feel a little bit outmatched. Might be the case right now, and especially when things like this are going down. Beautiful execution, the bump, the set, and then just roasting the turkey. Extra crispy as well. Biz Klopp. Got it going on. Strong serve, back line, Rams handle. And they'll get it done. Some much needed momentum. Point delivered by Saull. Now they'll get the ball into the hands of Hart. Our player spotlight tonight. 100% on her serves so far this season. She doesn't score a ton though. And into the net go the Warriors. So Upper, the beneficiary. And they'll trim it down to single digits. Hart now looking for back-to-back points. Deep serve. Libero handles. Big swing, but it's stuffed right back in Huffman's face. And they can't get it over this time. Failure to launch. So the Warriors back up by 10. As they'll go back to their bench, Avery Barth rotates out. And now here comes Og. Nice play from the middle. Not much of a swing, didn't need to there for Ava Saull. As the junior cuts it back down to 9. A lot of heat behind that one. But Newman flares it into the top of the net. Just such a deep Mohawk rotation. Right now they've got Klopp over on the sideline. She's joined by Miller, their top 2 scorers. But the scoring just doesn't slow down. Johnson with another ace. Got a high percentage too. 11.5% of her serves go on to become the ace variety. As she'll rotate out. Saull with the serve. A little late on that replay. 28th ace of the season for Ava Saull. This time the defense allows it to soar. And it's just out by about a foot or so. As Klopp back in. She'll be front left, paired with Miller in the middle. They've got Aubrey Gottfried up front as well, so they go 6'1", 5'10", 5'10" across the front line right now. Do the Warriors. Somehow, some way, off of the scramble, they get it into the middle, and that one drops in there like a sand wedge with some backspin for Og. Diving play, and it's a point for the Rams. Still down by 10. Got a lot of work to do here. They'll begin with Caitlin Bennett. Lofts this one back line. Received by Gurney. And the Rams with back-to-back points. See if they can throw another chip on top here. Waiting for it at the net was O'Flaherty. And I think just kind of mistimed the jump. Bit impatient as it caroms off the top ropes and outward. Allows Olivia Rotella to get in here. Senior with the serve. They'll set it up. Far side, push shot. And right back at you, Chloe Miller. No postage on that package. So it's set back. But the Rams return the favor. Another bad serve. And an opportunity for Mohawk here. Just 3 points away from taking a commanding 2-0 advantage. Blistered that one. But look at this thing. Ugh, almost got caught in the net. There was so much heat behind it. O'Flaherty just 83% server, but she makes the most of this one. 10th ace of the season. Got to create your own luck sometimes. Worked out beautifully that time for Ariel. That one, though, a bit deep. Backline for Mohawk does well to lay off of it. And now Biz with an opportunity to try to lower the curtain here on set number 2. Knuckleball. Sent up far side for Hart. Almost threaded the needle in there. Libero with a nice reception. The swing from Saull. Kept up. Ping-ponging around. Drifting to make the play, and a pretty one was Russell. As she brought the shovel and the agility, and it works out to be a Mohawk point, a pretty one. One of the better rallies that we had going here tonight. And it finishes off like this. Johnson got the left mitt on it. Set point now for the Warriors, and they will end it in style with an ace. So they get it done in back-to-back sets, 25-18, 25-14. We'll head to set number 3. Upper fighting to keep the night alive. They'll need a victory to keep it going.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
25-18 in the first set, 25-14 in set number 2. Mohawk off to a nice 2-0 advantage, looking to earn the crown for the Northern 10 Championship outright for a 3rd consecutive season. I am Brian Skowronski, now joined by Georgia McFarland. Break it down for me. What did you see there in set number 2?
I mean, Mohawk ended their first set with a lot of energy, and they brought it very strong back into the second set. And Upper Sandusky just lost a lot of energy that set. They had a lot of unforced errors, a lot of points given to Mohawk that didn't need to be given to them. And ultimately, they dug themselves a pretty deep hole, and they tried to fight back, but it just wasn't enough in the end.
Can you picture a scenario where Upper Sandusky finds some inner spirit here and gets themselves back into this match, Georgia, or is Mohawk just too deep, too talented this season?
I mean, anything can happen. Upper Sandusky started the game with a lot of energy and a great run, and if they just find that back, then they could have a chance in fighting back.
Never say never. Those are the words of Miss Georgia McFarland, letting you know that it's not over just yet, as the 3rd set now underway. And a nice job here by the Lady Rams. Scramble around, keep it alive. But Chloe Miller eventually gets the point. She tried and tried again. And you know what they say to those that are persistent? Typically, they'll get what they're after for. And that's a point there for Miller. Another point here for Mohawk, added on top, 3-0. Here early on in 3rd set action. Serve sent from Gurney. But the block is hot. The block is hot. When those two combine, it is just so difficult to get around. I think Miller got a piece of it. 17 total blocks on the year heading into tonight. Klopp, the N10 leader, had 63. Then you throw Johnson in the mix. She's got 27. Huffman, Gottfried, and Ogg all with a dozen. I mean, it's like looking at Drake's set list. The hits just go on and on and on. And there's another one put away by the N10 Player of the Year, turning and spurning in midair. Just absolutely delivering. Biz Klopp. 370-plus kills now on the campaign. And how about a 5-0 start here? Off the service ace. Gurney now approaching 30 of them on the season. Almost got a step closer there. Hey. Return out of play. And it is 7-0 Warriors. Taking absolute command here in this 3rd set. Like a shark circling in the water when there's fresh body that's just left in there. They certainly have that scent of blood and are looking to put away these Rams. And I think this is a good time for a timeout. It will be from Kristen Stringfellow, a home and kitchen supply timeout. And with that, jump into the comment section real quick. I'll begin over in Facebook land. Want to say what's up to Cassie Hoy, cheering on Upper Sandusky and asking how I'm doing today. It has been a quality Thursday. I got to say, I took a nap today for the first time in, oh gosh, I don't know, very long time on a work day. Spent the weekend in Las Vegas and trying to catch up. But good times. Glad to have you here watching with us live and free. Rhea Roush Franks says that Scott and Rhea are both watching. Hello to both of you. And then Eileen says, go Biz. What a cool name. The only Biz that I'm aware of, other than Biz Marquis, the performer, And there's just so many puns that you can throw in. She certainly has been taking care of Biz so far here tonight. Maybe the front runner for MVP and helping the cause right there, just waiting to pounce on it. Man, like a leopard waiting up in a tree. She bounds once and then just claws her prey. Kid's crushing right now. And last touch by Upper. So Mohawk didn't get a piece. And this is a deep hole now for the Lady Rams. How about another service ace? So Proud Mary just keeps on rolling right now. All we've seen is Gurney from the service stripe so far. And I believe she's got 4 aces so far here in the match. Would put her at 30 now on the season. In system, backside. Big punch delivered by Gottfried. And the crowd all but taken out of it right now. Upper's got to provide something to get them back up on their feet, cheering, clapping, and making it tough on Mohawk. Go gadget arms there from Gottfried. She bent it around the antenna. And there it is, Upper with the side out. Now all you can do is just try to build. One step at a time. 1 point at a time. Outside, Biz strikes a deal. Just look at the body control. For a kid of her size, there's not a ton of ladies walking around there at 6'1". She's a little bit different body mold than her older sister, who was a phenomenal volleyball player for Mohawk. Just graduated a couple years back. I think you could argue just a little bit more fleet on her feet rather. She's got 2. And she's helped get her team in a position to slam the door as the broom's starting to come out of the closets here from the mountaintop. Great communication again by Mohawk. The kids on the front line, they get a little bit better sense and feel for how much drift's going to be behind that ball when it's launched, and doing a nice job of just making the back line aware sometimes on plays like the last one we just saw. Out wide, Chloe, redirected. Rams will keep it alive. Sent over by O'Flaherty. And just a little too far. Huge commanding lead now for the Warriors. 15-point cushion. Left hand for O'Flaherty. And cannot return the fire. Got into a jousting war there, and she would lose that one. As Caitlin Ogg comes up with another block. 13 of them so far for her this season. And the Warriors on cruise control right now. They are heading down the highway, 75 miles per hour. No hands on the wheel. Just flowing. Great rhythm. The timing has been there as well. That's why Coach Hoover about to watch his squad move to 18-0 on the season and collect their 3rd consecutive Northern 10 Conference Championship outright. You go back to the early days of the league, the first couple of years, and it was Upper Sandusky won the first 2. And then before this recent reign by the Warriors, it was Buckeye Central's. They also had 3 consecutive league championships, so this would match for the longest streak in the history of the league. If Mohawk holds on to win here tonight, and it certainly feels like that's how things are brewing. Just a little bit deflating here for Upper Sandusky, and not necessarily that they've played uninspired. They've just been outgunned, outdueled, and that's a problem. And so many different facets of the game. I mean, more smashed potatoes on the plate here to go along with that smoked turkey from earlier. Klopp cross court makes it 20-1. See if they try to find her here. Backside now. It'll be Chloe, and she'll deliver. Crashing the rocket. Miller with another kill. Over 140 now on the season for her, and a really high percentage as well, about 41%. Klopp, though, so absurd, 53% kill percentage. By far the best in the Northern 10. And another ace up the sleeve here of a Mohawk server. This time it's Olivia Rotella. Just 3 points, all that's needed here to close the door for Mohawk. But Upper Sandusky, a little bit of life. See if this jump starts them to get a little late night rally going. You just don't want to get absolutely squashed. Klopp, and she doinks it right off the dome piece of Mackenzie Rowe. 21-point lead. Off the block, kept up by the Rams. Another block by Biz. Set it up out wide, big swing. Redirected, now Johnson flat-footed. She'll zing it cross court, received by Konigny. Hart with a nice play at the net. But Mohawk eventually earning the point. Match point now. Looking to end the show. And Biz will roll the credits, adding one more kill to her total. As Mohawk absolutely dominates 25-2 here in set number 3 as the brooms come out at Upper Sandusky. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. We will have an interview with your most valuable player of the match. Drop me a comment. Let me know if you think it should be anybody but Biz Klopp. That middle hitter was pretty phenom tonight. We'll be back with that. Plus, Georgia and I will break down some final stats and get you all set for a big weekend ahead here on the OH Report. Our live and free coverage will return in just a moment.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to be entering its second year of media sponsorship for local nonprofits.
We've partnered with Crawford County Now to offer nonprofits a podcast and a radio spot.
First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
On me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same.
Tonight's high school volleyball live stream brought to you live and free thanks to our good friends over at Saull Law Offices. Saull Law and Title, they are here for you. Call them for all of your legal needs. First Federal Community Bank, banking locally just got a little easier. Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation, so life hasn't been all sandalwood and sunshine lately. Visit mantherapy.org today to get your free head inspection to see if it's time for a checkup. From the neck up, men are better men when they're happy. Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970. And your MVP sponsor, Quest Federal Credit Union, a full-service financial institution ready to support you, your family, and your goals. Our MVP is making her way up to the mountaintop right now. You will hear from Biz Klopp in just a moment. Hang tight. We're back now with our player of the game presented by Quest Federal Credit Union, Biz Klopp, a monster. Again, you've been having such a dominant junior season so far, but more importantly tonight, you get that Northern 10 Conference Championship again, third straight season. So every year that you've been in high school, you've got it done outright. I see you got a big smile. You're glowing right now. How cool is this moment and this experience?
It's just an awesome experience, and to be able to do it with my teammates and friends, it's just awesome.
For you specifically, you're such a dominant force in the middle, but you've got other pieces around you. Talk about just being that gravitational pull there in the middle, though, that really helps collectively, not just offensively with the blocks, because you got other girls that do that too, but you're just kind of like that foundational block.
Yeah, you really need to have a good middle block to be able to set like the defense and the offense, so that maybe we can run trick plays when I'll slide around and then Chloe, our outside, would hit it. It's just really important to have a good middle just to be able to run the floor.
There's not a lot of teams that run quite as much dynamic looking plays as you guys do. So just the level of overall talent on this team. 18-0 on the season. You're the number 3 team right now in Division 7. Do you feel like you are one of the elite teams and should be in line to make a nice deep run when we get in the tournament in a couple weeks?
Definitely. We've worked really hard this season, and Coach Hoover keeps us really consistent, and our practices are all very focused. So I think that really helps us, and I think we have a great chance.
You are the defending Northern 10 Player of the Year. Looking at your numbers, probably should earn that accolade again. You don't want to look ahead, but how satisfying is it knowing that there's a little bit of a target on your back coming out here after a dynamic sophomore year, and you're backing it up again?
It's really great. It's just nice to stay consistent, and I know that I have to keep working hard every single year just to keep that.
Couple more weeks left. You got the tournament draw coming up on Sunday, so you're going to find out your fate. Anything that you would like to do before you actually get into the playoffs to ensure that you guys are clicking exactly how you want to be?
Definitely this Saturday we play Monroeville, so that game's really key for us. They're a really good team as well. They're going to be 18-0. So it's just really important for us, and that'll put us in a good spot just to beat them. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, congratulations. Another sweep here under your belt tonight as you take care of Upper Sandusky to win the N10 outright. Go ahead, look right in that camera, and give as many shout-outs and thank yous as you like.
Shout out to my family, all my siblings, and my friends.
All right, Biz Klopp, your Quest Federal Credit Union MVP.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above-market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
On me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing.
We welcome you back to the mountaintop for our post-game show presented exclusively by our friends at First Federal Community Bank. 3-0 the Brooms out here in Upper Sandusky tonight as Mohawk sweeps their way into a Northern 10 Conference Championship. I am Brian Skowronski, now joined by Georgia McFarland. And beginning of this match, a lot of hope out there for Upper Sandusky. Felt like maybe they had the goods to get something done. 5-0 lead in that first set. Then Mohawk sort of, dusted off the eye gook or whatever, like got rid of the bedhead. They got ready and they got rolling. This was a really impressive performance, I think, by them once they started to find their groove.
Yeah, I know. Before the game and the post-game show, you said that momentum was everything, and I think that's really what sealed the deal in this game. And it really suffocated Upper Sandusky in that last set we saw, and it just Mohawk just ran away with it. It was undeniable in the last set.
You don't see a whole lot of 25-2 sets, so
No.
I didn't necessarily felt like Upper Sandusky was hanging their heads, getting down on themselves, didn't see any girls pointing at each other. It just was like Mohawk, once they got into that rhythm, it's kind of an unstoppable force.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really do a lot on offense when you have the Mohawk girls blocking, and I think they just knew. They did all they could, and that was the best that they could have done.
A lot of intimidating presences out there when you look at the size of Gottfried at 5'10", Miller as well as at 5'10", and then Biz Klopp, who we just spoke with. Good thing she was sitting down because she towers over me at 6'1". Having that complement of girls up at the front in Division 7, the smallest division that we have here in the state, Georgia, I think there's some potential for this team to certainly make a lot of noise when we find out where they're going to be in the playoffs here with the tournament draw coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, the smaller schools usually just don't have a lot of those tall people, let alone 3 of them. So if they use that to their advantage, a lot of their postseason games will look like this.
Then give me a silver lining perhaps for Upper Sandusky. They fought and battled in that first set, 25-18, 25-14 in the second before the third really got away from them. What do you think the Rams can use from this match moving forward when they're in, for lack of a better term, some more winnable games that they can feel good about themselves knowing that they can take something from this?
Yeah, I mean, they started off the first set with a lot of momentum. They went 5-0 the first set, and I think that just showed that they are able to hang with them, that they can, outscore them, but they just lost it after that and couldn't get it back.
Well, thank you for your insight tonight, Georgia. Fun game here tonight at the mountaintop, but it's in the books. Mohawk, again, a big winner. 3 sets as they run away to another Northern 10 Conference championship. Got to thank our generous sponsors combining to bring you live and free coverage, including Saull Law Offices LLC, First Federal Community Bank, Quest Federal Credit Union, the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation, and Home and Kitchen Supply. For Georgia McFarland and our 2 camera operators tonight, Oliver Kramer and Jory Hollenbeck, I am Brian Skowronski, saying thanks for watching. So long for now. We'll see you tomorrow. 6 live streams on Football Friday night and 2 highlights as well. Catch it all on the Friday Night Pigskin at 11:30. I'll be there. Will you?